And Aristotle talks about the habits that are inculcated. Like virtue is a habit, you habituate yourself. And the Prophet ﷺ this is also our school, because the Prophet said, إِنَّمَا الْعِلْمُ بِالتَّعَلُّمِ. Knowledge comes through the hard work of acquiring knowledge. Ta'allum in Arabic is from the tafa'ul root, which is for difficulty. Yatakallaf. When you use that, I mean, it could be other things. It could be to avoid something. Yatajannab. But tafa'ala in Arabic, that form is the form of doing something with difficulty. Tahammala. See, hamala means he carried, but tahammala, he bore something, like it was difficult. Tahammalahu. That's different from hamalahu. Hamalahu could be easy, he carried. But when you say tahammala, he carried with difficulty. So the Prophet said, إِنَّمَا الْعِلْمُ بِالتَّعَلُّمِ. Knowledge is acquired through difficulty. You have to learn, and learning is not easy. It's not an easy thing, but it's incredibly rewarding. I mean, this is the beauty of knowledge. It's a rewarding thing to learn. Abu Hanifa said, if the kings knew the pleasure we were in, they would come with their armies to steal it from us. Right? Really, the pleasure of discovery. Wajada, to find something in Arabic means to become ecstatic. And to discover something and to learn something is an incredibly enriching experience. And so he says there's no other way of forming a habit of operation than by operating. That is what it means to say one learns to do by doing. The difference between your activity before and after you formed a habit is a difference in facility and readiness. See, you can do something in the beginning with difficulty, and you're not really prepared to do it, but as you acquire the habit, it becomes easier and easier. Anything you learn, most of you probably learned some sport. In the beginning, it's very difficult. It's hard to throw a football. It's hard to learn to catch a baseball. But once you learn it, it just becomes second nature. Sports, intelligence, spirituality, they're all the same. The basic rules are the same. Practice. You have to practice. People say, oh, you know, I'm doing my wird, I'm reading my Quran. I don't experience anything. Because this is consistent practice over time, and then you have to learn to do it right, because practice makes permanent, not perfect. It only makes perfect when you're practicing it properly. Right? That's how practice makes perfect, when you actually learn to do it properly. So then he says, so that is what it means to say practice makes perfect. What you do imperfectly, at first you gradually come to do with a kind of almost automatic perfection that an instinctive performance has. So you see somebody, who can play an instrument like a piano, and it's amazing what they can do, but you didn't see the twinkle, twinkle, little star, the chopsticks. You didn't see that whole process to where they got to that point. And the same with the salihun. You didn't see them struggling with their nafs when they were younger. You see somebody who's old and he's conquered himself, or somebody who's educated. You didn't see all the hard work they put in. You didn't see the nights that they stayed up. You didn't see all the work that they put in. So it looks easy. They make it look easy. The Arabs call it as-sahl al-mumtana', the easy impossible. Right? But that comes through hard work.